All right, here's a deal I came across today, and this is from American Tactical Imports. Went to a local sporting goods store, and I was perusing their racks. They had a whole bunch of Mosin Nagants, these 9130 models from American Tactical Imports, and I looked through them and I found this one. The price tag was $129, so I thought about it a little bit and said, oh, that's a fair price. And come to find out, as soon as I started the paperwork, the guy said, hey, we're having a deal this weekend. You got it for 99 bucks. So I said, well, heck, that is a deal and a half for a good shooter. So I got this rifle. This is a 1936 model 9130. Very pretty little Mosin Nagant. And the funny thing is, the bore has not been counterbored. This thing has the original bore, and the original bore is nice. That's one of the reasons I picked this particular one. You can see, I'll kind of zoom in, it has the nice brass fittings right there. And I'll zoom up to the front here. It has the nice brass caps. The muzzle crown is decent. There's no big dings on it. The bore itself is excellent. It's not nearly as pitted as some of the other Mosin Nagants I've had in the past. The action is pretty much typical Mosin Nagant. It's not too loose. It's not incredibly tight. It's right around the middle. The trigger is a typical Mosin Nagant trigger. It's a little heavy, but it is consistent from trigger pull to trigger pull. Nice, crisp sight picture. And, of course, it does come with all the standard trappings that a Mosin Nagant has. It has the cleaning kit, the little oiler bottle, the bayonet, cleaning rod, and the sling, which you can see I have right here. But I just wanted to show you this, and this will be featured in my videos. As you guys probably know by watching some of my recent videos, I'm going to be talking about precision shooting a little bit. And there's different varying aspects of precision shooting. You've seen my AR-15 build that I got. It's a Rock River Predator. It's a little bit more high-end. I won't call it really high-end. There's a lot more high-end AR-15 rifles than that. But it's a pretty fancy rifle. It's a little bit expensive, and it's pretty accurate. But I wanted to show this Mosin Nagant to give you the other end of the spectrum, the budget side. If you're careful about picking a Mosin Nagant, you can get a good one, and it's still very accurate out to pretty far distances, and I intend to show that with this rifle. Now, the ammunition I have for it should be really fun to shoot. And I'll go ahead and show you right here. This stuff. Picked this up from Mr. Supply. He had a whole bunch of this stuff in, so I figured, you know what, this should be awesome to shoot. That's these bad boys. This is a 7.62 by 54R round, but this thing is a 204 grain soft point. This is a thumper. This is a real big round. It's a heavy round. It's not the fastest. It does carry a lot of energy, but I'm going to go ahead and use these rounds. This has a little bit, the trajectory isn't the best on these for really long-range shooting, but carry good energy, and I'll figure out the ballistics on it. I'll go to some ballistics computers and figure it out. Use the online ballistics computers. They're all over the place. Just Google it, and you can have so many different ones. It's not funny. But I'm going to get the basic numbers off of it and just kind of work from there and see if I can't smack some steel. And this should be a really fun rifle. This is a sub $100 rifle. It's 99 bucks. And you can find these cheaper. If you look hard enough online, you can pick them up for still 70 or 80 bucks. And of course, keep in mind, I do recommend, with Mosin Nagants, I do recommend you get them in person instead of getting them online. Some places do have the option of hand select for a Mosin Nagant, but it's better to look at these in person so that way you can get a bore light, look down the bore, look at the muzzle yourself, look at the action, make sure there's not a whole lot of corrosion, because I've had decent Mosin Nagants like this one. This is a real nice model. It's in really good condition. And I've had other Mosin Nagants that were just horrible. You know, they shot fine, but there was nicks in the muzzle. The rifling wasn't all that great. There was a lot of pits in the bore. You know, the bolt face had a lot of pitting in it due to corrosion. There's a lot of different things that were just not the best about those old Mosins that I had, the few that I had, that, you know, they just didn't run like they should. This one should run a little bit more true to what a Mosin should do. These rifles are actually halfway decent rifles as far as accuracy goes. People just don't realize that because most of them, hey, they've been dropped many a time by the Red Army. They've been shot. They haven't been taken care of, and it is what it is. This Mosin Nagant, when I compared it to some of the other Mosin Nagants that they had in the store, they had a lot of 42, 43, and 44. Those were the year range that most of them were in. They were wartime Mosin Nagants. The finish work was real rough because they were just churning them out as fast as they could. And I could look down the bore on a lot of them, and it wasn't that great. Those rifles were just used. This is a 36, and the finish work's a lot better. This thing just probably wasn't used. If it was used in the war, it wasn't used as much, or it wasn't fired as much as some of those old wartime, the 42s, 43s, 44s that I seen. So, alright. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you like the Mosin. It's a very nice little piece. I just did an initial clean on it. And I hope to possibly get out there tomorrow and throw a couple rounds downrange with this thing, see how she shoots. And of course, if I do, depending on weather, I'll go ahead and video it, let you guys know how I did. So, alright, thanks a lot for watching, and stay safe.